let's talk about a natural plan for taking care of your pet, right? Now, Natural pet care. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 119. Welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Kristi Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. All right. Well, this is one for pet owners, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, and there are a lot of pet owners out there in the world. I don't know how many pets there are, but there's got to be gazillions.
I know. Yes.
We used to have a pet. We don't any longer.
Mm-hmm.
But
we have a grand pet.
Oh, we do. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Indy. That's right. So we do still have a dog in the family.
Yes, we do.
Which we see frequently, too. So,
yeah.
Okay. I never considered a grand pet. That's kind of weird, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a natural plan for taking care of your pet, right? Now, you recently did a class on this.
Yes,
right?
I did.
And if you'd actually like to watch a video of that class, it's going to be much more in-depth than what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover some of the highlights. You can go over to hunt4wellness.com, episode number 119, and we'll have a link to the video of that class, so you can kind of watch it on demand. Very informative, very well received, and some great ideas on natural care for your pet.
Yes.
All right, so let's kind of give some of the highlights as to entice people to go watch that whole class.
Well, some people have concerns about oils and pets and using essential oils with pets. There have been bad stories of it hurting the pets. And so people are like, oh, I don't know if I should use an essential oil around my pet. And so they just don't use any because they're worried.
Right.
So we want to dispel those fears. And what the problem is that people are using essential oils that are not very clean. And what you can be assured of is Young Living has very clean oils. So what's in the orange essential oil is just orange.
Yeah.
There's no solvents, there's no herbicides, there's no pesticides, there's no fillers, there's nothing like that. And so the FDA only requires a bottle to have 5% of essential oil in it to have it be called pure 100% therapeutic grade. And so that's not very clear, and that's not actually very honest.
Right.
So Young Living is different. They don't go by the FDA standards. They go much, much higher, and their standards are 100%.
Yeah.
Essential oil in an essential oil bottle, no fillers.
Yeah.
So when
what's interesting, I think about Indy, our grand dog.
Yeah.
We'll go out in the field and we'll roll around and go through plants and stuff like. So it's like their body's touching plants
all the time,
but they're not touching chemicals.
Right.
And that's I think the big difference for some of those lower grade oils that people have issues with is that they're not plants.
Right. There's plants and then there's other junk.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so what we know is that many of our friends in Young Living have pets and are diffusing oils in their homes and using oils on themselves and on their pets, and their pets are loving it.
Yeah.
Now, not to say they love every single oil, and we'll talk about that in a second, how to know what oil to use for your pet, but many dogs will just sit under the diffuser because they like it. If they didn't like it, they would leave. So the difference between Young Living and other oils is the seed to seal promise, which is absolutely the right seed, organic seed, not a GMO seed.
Yes.
Planted in good soil. No herbicides or pesticides are used, and cultivated without that. Harvested at the right time, distilled at the right temperature. Every bottle is tested, or every batch of oil is tested, and then if it meets the standard, then it's bottled and sealed.
Yeah,
that's a seed to seal.
It's a great high standard.
Very high.
Yes.
So you're getting really, really good oils that you can use on your pet. So some main things to remember is less is more. We live in a culture that is more is better.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. We want more.
Yeah. So actually this is less.
Okay.
So start slow. Slow and gradual, and moderation is wise. And so when you're dealing with smaller animals like cats and dogs and exotics, you want to dilute 80 to 90% with a carrier oil.
Okay.
So if you can think about like 10%, that would be like 1 or 2 drops. If it was 10 to 20%, you'd have 1 or 2 drops of oil to 8 drops of carrier oil.
Yeah.
That's your dilution
ratio.
And
of course, the carrier oil is just straight oil. There's no...
It's like a fatty kitchen oil, like coconut oil or Young Living's V6 vegetable oil complex.
Yeah. No chemicals, though.
No chemicals.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to start easy and easygoing. And what dog doesn't like to be rubbed?
Right.
Or cat or whatever.
Yes.
You know?
And then larger animals, you use like 3 to 5 drops of essential oil neat. That means without dilution.
Okay.
But then hot oils like wintergreen, basil, oregano, thyme, clove, those need to be diluted because they're hot. You know, just like on our own selves, we will dilute those oils too, on humans too. And so just some of the oils that we use, we're going to... some of the regular oils that we use with animals are lavender, helichrysum, frankincense, clary sage, elemi, geranium, Roman chamomile, rosemary, and valerian.
Wow.
So those are ones that are good for like pretty much all the animals. Those are good ones to use. So you can apply the oils directly on the body, you can diffuse, and they can ingest too.
Oh, that's cool.
Same for humans, same for animals.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you diffuse, you want to diffuse like 1 to 4 drops to just start diffusing in a diffuser. And then with water in there, and then in an open room.
Yeah.
Meaning they can walk out of the room.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to have it in a shut room. So in case they're like, I don't like this.
I don't like this. I'm going to go.
Yeah, they can.
But they might like lay down and chill out too if they really like it.
Right. And so cats, diffusing is best for cats.
Okay.
But also you can put an oil on your hand and you can pet your pet. You know, that's another way to put it on, or put it on the top of their paws. Here's how to figure out if your dog or cat or animal likes an oil. Like have an open bottle of that oil around. Just like set it down on the ground and see their response to it. Do they come up to it? Do they smell it? Do they lick it? That means they like it. If they're like leaving the room, that means they don't like it. And then you can try it another day.
Yeah, or a different oil. I mean, it's not every pet is going to love every oil.
Right. Exactly. Awesome. So those are great ways to do it. And like birds, you can use oils with birds. Diffusing is a great way to use it around birds, or misting around birds. They also like it in their water, but that would be 1 drop of oil to a quart of water.
Yeah, not much at all.
You mix that in a glass jar, and then you could pour it into their water dish. And also, if you're giving oils to pets, have a container that they can just drink plain water and water with oil, so that they can decide what is best for them, since they'll know. Now, don't put oils in anybody's ears directly, or eyes directly, not people or animals.
That's a universal rule. No
Yes,
oil in the ears.
Or the eyes.
Or the eyes.
Yes.
You will regret it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, we should just remind people again that, we're kind of doing some of the highlights from this class that you did recently called Oils for Pets. It's available for free, just on-demand video. And so you can go over to Hunt4Wellness.com. Episode number 119 will have the link right there for that Oils for Pets class. And then after you watch that, if you have any questions, feel free to follow up. But it's full, jam-packed of information about natural pet care.
Yes.
Taking care of your pet in a natural way with things that are not going to harm them.
Yes. And what's cool is Gary Young of Young Living has developed oils just for pets.
Oh.
Called Animal Sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Mendwell is one of them, and that soothes and moisturizes sensitive, distressed skin. It aids in healing minor scrapes and scratches and has a pleasing, natural, earthy aroma. So that is a wonderful oil. InfectAway is good. That helps clean wounds and soothes irritation. It supports the pets with natural beneficial properties of myrrh and Dorado Azul essential oils.
Awesome.
And then there's Puriclean, and that helps cleanse minor scrapes and scratches, comforts irritations, and it features skin improvement properties of patchouli and mountain savory.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Good.
And then Gary Young developed Animal Sense Ointment, which is a rich, intensely hydrating salve that seals the moisture into the skin, replenishes the skin's moisture barrier, absorbs smoothly, and it's made with natural derived ingredients.
Awesome.
So, on animals, you can't really put a Band-Aid on them because, they will eat it.
Yeah, or they'll tear it off.
Yeah, exactly. So what he did was put that InfectAway on the area that you're concerned about and then put the Animal Sense Ointment over it.
Yes.
And that is a great way to do it. This Animal Sense Ointment is also good for people. These oils are just the same high quality essential oils that we use for people. So you can use these too.
Yeah.
And my friend would use this ointment on her mother's legs that were so dry, nothing would help except this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is a great one for very dry hands, for very dry skin, and things like that. And then there's an Animal Sense shampoo.
Oh, shampoo. I love doing that. Remember cleaning the dog up? And usually when you want to do a bath, they need it.
Yeah, they kind of stink. Yes, yes. And so this is a deodorizing shampoo that gently cleans and moisturizes and softens without stripping off the natural skin and coat oils.
Yeah.
Because they need those. Those are important.
Right.
And it balances their skin pH. It's very nice.
Yeah. We'll also have links to these individual products that we're mentioning over at Hunt4Wellness.com, episode 119. There's also, as part of that class that you can watch the video there, there's all those DIY recipes.
Yes. There's a pet collar recipe, paw balm, and treats recipes. There's more.
Yes. So again, we're just covering just the really top level highlights of that program. So we encourage you to go check that out.
And there's another Animal Sense oil for digestive support. It's called ParaGize. And it's a quieting, relaxing blend that can be applied to your pet's abdomen and helps release feelings of discomfort with its comforting aroma. So that is a great oil to have. And just like people, pets need help with digestion too.
Yep.
There's a lot of foods and even animal foods that aren't that great for them. Right. And so this helps if they're having digestive challenges.
Nice.
We've got a recipe in there also for dog toothpaste.
Ooh, yeah. Can you remember brushing the teeth of the dog?
Yes.
Ordeal, but
yes, that was a challenge. Did not ever like that, but that's really important. You got to keep their teeth clean. That's important for their overall health.
Yes,
to have good teeth and their teeth don't fall out. And I know dogs often have periodontal disease, meaning gum disease. So you need to keep them clean. And we've got some other ideas in there for you. for that. And then emotional support. Even dogs need emotional support.
Yes. Hug me. Rub my tummy.
Yes, but sometimes they get stressed out.
Yes. Especially like when there's firecrackers or something going on outside, or squirrels.
Oh, yeah.
Tempting them outside. Yep.
Anyways, InfectAway is a really good one to help pets' nervousness, support feelings of comfort. It can be applied topically or diffused to promote a balanced environment for your pets during times of tension. So that is a really good one. Stress Away is good too, or peace and calming. And you can put them on your hand and pet the oil.
Nice.
Pet the animal. But let them smell your hand first. If you're like, I'm going to do this, let them smell your hands and make sure that they're okay with that before you pet them. Because my friend did it without really so-called asking the pet, and that dog would not go around her for ages after that, because he was kind of mad at her. He didn't like that.
Oh, dear.
And just, you can use the Thieves household cleaner also around pets. And another friend, her dog licks the places where she's used it, like on the floor and on the cupboards, the low cupboards. The animal will lick that. And
they'll have a very clean tongue.
Yeah, it's not toxic for them at all. So that's important to know, that you can use the Thieves household cleaner around pets.
Yeah, and not worry.
Right, exactly.
Think about it, just using a regular cleaner around pets. What they would be.
It's toxic for us, and think of their smaller bodies. They're getting a larger dose per their body.
Right.
So that's really, really important to use a non-toxic cleaner around them.
Yep. Well, again, if you go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 119, we have the link to the free video that you can watch the whole class. It goes much more in depth. We covered just a few things here today, but we wanted to give you enough information that you could take some action. Also on that episode page, episode 119, you can find the links to the products we did mention. And what about this guide here? Is that something that people can get?
Oh, yeah. We have the oils per pets that tells you about the pets and how to use them for dogs, cats,
handy little one-pager.
birds.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's a two-pager. Which does include the DIYs.
Oh.
The do-it-yourself things that you can make.
Is that something we can offer then as a download?
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, there you got lots of reasons to go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 119.
Yes.
And take care of that pet naturally.
Yes.
Well, this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by WaterDistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness, and for your dogs, by the way, and cats. They love to drink distilled water as well, and they'll never drink other water after they do that. But you can go find out more at WaterDistillers.com. And then after we take our grand dog out for a quick walk, we'll be back for our next episode of Hunt for Wellness.